The content on this OptiGlobal YouTube channel is provided for informational and entertainment purposes only. Nothing shared here should be interpreted as financial, investment, legal, or tax advice. The OptiGlobal team is not licensed financial advisors, and all opinions expressed are our own based on publicly available information and personal insights. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today you're with Devin today, and we're going to be going over how to use TradingView. Let's get into it. So you're going to be at your home screen. When you're at your home screen, you'd want to go straight to the super charts. You can check out all these and explore these. I don't really use these, but these are pretty decent, I guess. You can see the heat maps and the screeners to check out the different balance sheets and whatnot. But let's head straight into the super charts. But yeah, so on the super charts right here, this is where you'll find the different types of pairs. So the different type of pairs that you have are stocks, funds, futures, forex, crypto, indices, bonds, economy, options, all types of things you search up on here. And then over here you'll have your different types of time frames. I recommend mostly using the monthly, weekly, daily, 4-hour, 15-minute, and 5-minute as your standard, but you can use all of these if you want to once you get a little bit more advanced into it. And then these up here are the premium options, which you'd have to pay for. And then over here, these are where your tools are going to be at. The trend line, you could use this to draw lines. Press shift if you want to make the line go straight. That's a pretty cool tip. And then you have all these other tools, horizontal line. You could use this. People use it for support and resistance. We'll get into the different strategies later, maybe. But yeah, that will be, people usually use this for support and resistance or different type of area taps. And then all this other stuff, there's other stuff over here. I don't really use this stuff. These are just mostly lines right here. I don't really use stuff like this. These are just the different types of lines that you have right here. And then over here, you have your Fibonacci retracements. To track where it would go back, you'd have to most likely tweak these settings right here. And then a whole bunch of other type of Fibonacci's I really don't use, but you can deep dive into these if you want to. These are good for the retracements. And the different type of patterns, I don't really use these either, but you can use these as well to help you direct where the next move would go. But I don't really use these, like I said. And then over here, this is where you can plan out your ratios. This is really good to keep a good risk management and plan out your ratios. That was the buy one. This is the sell one. And then you have a lot of other things down here that I don't really use, but you can test these out if you want to. And then over here, these are where your brushes are at if you want to draw something. And then highlighter if you want to highlight something. And then you have arrows if you want to point to something. I don't really use these. Rectangle, I use this for areas and zones. This is a pretty good tool. And then the other stuff, I don't really use this stuff. You could use this for rallies. But like I said, we'll get into the different type of market structures in another video. Let me delete this off the screen. And then over here, you have your different types of text. You can use this to, if you want to write down an idea or something. And then you have all this other random stuff I don't really use much. Let me delete off the screen again. And then what's it called? You have your ruler. You want to measure. Then all this other random stuff, magnets. You can lock the screen. You can hide your drawings if you want to. You can, and then over here, what I used a couple of times is remove the drawings, remove indicators if you need to. And then speaking of indicators, your indicators will be right here. I recommend using like RSI or EMAs if you want to get into that type of trading. Those are like the beginner friendly ones, I guess. But they're pretty solid indicators. And then over here, this is where your price plan will be. This is where the market usually fluctuates around. This is where you'll be trying to figure out where price wants to move to. You can highlight different type of price points you want to see it go to as well. Then down here, You have where you could put in code for your strategy. You just test your strategy. You could replay your strategy. And also you have your trading panel. This is where your different types of brokers are at. And then over here, this is where you can favor your different types of symbols if you want to. And then over here, calendar, screeners again, the community down here, chat assistant if you want to use that. It's AI generated, powered, not generated. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. This is like the chat if you want to chat to people and whatnot. Alerts. Oh yeah, alerts are like very useful. I recommend using alerts. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. You get your graphs down here. It shows you if it's strong buys, strong sells, and whatnot. And then you have your different type of brokers on the charts. Let me go to that. If you're specific in your broker, or if you want to trade your broker on the TradingView, the brokers with names will be right here. And then you have your replay button if you want to replay the chart back and test your different strategies and whatnot. And then you could change your candles. You could change it to bars, change it to lines, candles, different types of random stuff right here, but I keep it candles. And yeah, let me go back to the home page, see if I'm missing anything. Oh yeah, you can change it to dark mode. I recommend using dark mode. And then let me go to the home page right quick. Yeah, you can test these. I don't really get into much of these. Most of your time will be into the super charts right here. This is where you'll be doing most of your analysis at and finding out what you want to do. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. And we're going to be dropping some more educational videos, also some trading recaps, also showing off our different type of bots that we have as well that are pretty profitable. And then we're also going to be dropping a new coin called Opta. It's the Opta coin. We're going to be dropping that soon, guys. And yeah, guys, that'll be it. I'll see you guys in the next video.